All right, welcome to another episode of the Limitless Mindset Podcast. I just wanted to say, as always, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and thank you guys for listening in. And a big thank you to those of you guys that have been sharing this and passing it along to people that you feel could benefit from hearing the message. So thank you guys. I love it. Thanks for the tags. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the shares. I wanted to pop on here today, guys. I got an awesome topic, and it's something that I think could greatly benefit some of you guys. So I figured I would put it out there. And that is, you guys really should be seeking some of the opportunity that's out there in a down market. I've been seeing so many negative news articles. I've been talking to so many people, having so many conversations with people that seem to have this like negative shadow in a down market. And I got to tell you guys, as somebody who's doing extremely well right now, I get excited about things in a down market. For me personally, if you guys can reframe your mindset on this and see a lot of the opportunity, I think you guys would agree and see things the same way that I'm seeing things right now, that it's a massive opportunity to really set yourself apart and do very, very well in your guys' business. You know, back in 2020, when the market went absolutely bonkers, let's be honest, houses were selling themselves. It didn't take a lot of skill. And in all honesty, I thought it was a little bit harder. You didn't have to really set yourself apart because anybody with a pulse was able to sell a house. Houses were selling themselves. It didn't really take any skill. It didn't really take any talent. So yeah, while it was kind of easier to sell houses, I would say in some facet for people, it didn't take a lot of skill. There was no real true differentiation from those that were true masters at their craft and those that just simply held a real estate license. And so in down markets, one of the things I really like is there are a lot of things that I personally like to look forward to, things that I see are an advantage in a down market that I think some of you guys should look at as well, because I'm seeing a lot of people right now fall out of the business. Now, that's both good and that's bad. And I'm not talking in terms of just real estate. This goes in terms of lending, title, real estate agents, but this also talks about other forms and, whether that be the automotive industry, whether that be any other industry that is typically can be affected by a, recession or a down market. There's going to be opportunities out there. Now, let me tell you guys, this year has probably been by far starting out as one of the best years I've had from production standpoint. And that goes against what everybody else is saying where, hey, the market's crashing, the market's falling, things are slow, I can't get business, nobody's buying, nobody's selling, and all the other excuses that you guys hear taking place out there. A lot of people are using the economy and the slowdown in the economy right now and the raise of inflation and the raise of interest rates as reasons as to why they can't perform or why they can't kill it. But the reality of it is, guys, is that we're basically living in a some minus game right now. That just because money is not flowing as fast from one side, it is going to the other. We're not seeing money leave the economy right now. Money is not leaving the U.S. and going to other places. It's just simply transferring hands. What you guys need to understand is you have the ability to be right in the middle of that. It's just you have to reframe your focus on some of the things that you guys are working on. And what that involves is you really need to work on stepping your game up and differentiating yourself. Now, the good news is usually in slow economies and slow market, it really exposes when the tide's lower. And what I mean by that is fewer transactions. When the economy starts to sink, it really exposes people that had holes in their ships. Those that were just kind of staying afloat by a good economy and getting them by are obviously sinking right now. And those that were still doing really well for themselves, that were differentiating and were true masters of their crafts, are obviously thriving right now. Now, why is that, you guys might ask, and why do I think you guys should take a look at this as a massive opportunity and stop using a down economy as a crutch as to why you can't do well? Well, the reason is number one, a lot of the people that weren't putting a true solid effort into growing their business, they weren't putting a true solid effort into becoming masters of their craft, they weren't putting a true solid effort in reinvesting in their business, getting good at what they're doing, building relationships. Those people are falling out right now. Obviously, when things slow down, they don't have anything to ride on. It's not, the product is no longer selling itself, right? Cars aren't selling themselves, houses aren't selling themselves in down markets, and any other product or service that you guys are selling on, which is where true professionals know how to navigate things like this. In markets like this, when things go down, when the overall total transaction count goes down in various different industries, people now are being more selective with who they hire to assist with that. So it's no longer a situation of, hey, My house is going to sell itself. Who's going to be the absolute cheapest person out there? I just need you to facilitate this transaction. Those people are gone. Those people bring no value and skill when homes are no longer selling themselves. What people are focusing on now is looking for people with high quality, high skill set, great marketing capabilities, great communication, people that are tenacious in their business, people that are very proactive, people that are hungry. Those are the people that are being rewarded right now in a down economy because, while overall transaction count and volume in many different industries is down, those that are all of those things that are true business professionals, people that are true industry leaders are taking up a majority of that market share. Transactions are still taking place. Sales are still taking place. Money is still flowing back and forth, just more one direction than the other. So those that are actually putting a heavy focus on reinvesting and becoming true masters of their craft are doing really well right now. For me personally, a lot of the competition is going out. I'm seeing so many people in our industry right now fall out of the business, throw their hands in the air, give up simply because they are, number one, unwilling to do the work, and number two, they're unwilling to become masters at their craft. They simply were relying on a hot economy as a crutch to help carry and propel their business forward without actually building out a solid business plan, without building out systems, without building out proper lead generation strategies, without branding themselves. They weren't doing any of those things. They were simply allowing a hot market to carry them through. Now that things have calmed down, things are a lot harder for them. They tend to fall out now, which is good. That's less competition for me. And what you guys are noticing right now is there is a big shift in transaction count taking place. And most of that is going to the industry leaders and professionals right now because those of us that are out there treating our businesses like an actual company, we're budgeting, we're reinvesting money into marketing. We're always looking for ways to get better. We're not just taking weekends off. We're not slowing down. Those people right now are taking a majority of the transactions that are taking place. That count may be low, but they're taking a majority of the market share because consumers, either on the buy side or the selling side, are wanting quality people to represent them in a slower market to help get their products sold for a top dollar, whether that be real estate, automotive industry, or anything else. They are now seeking out the true industry leaders and professionals to give them a leading edge above everybody else as things slow down. This is a huge opportunity for you guys that are sitting around complaining about things being slow. And what you guys really should be doing is putting a heavy focus on how can I get better? What can I do more of? What do I need to stop doing? And really dialing in your guys' business to set yourselves apart from everybody else. Truth of the matter is you're going to have way less competition. There's more people leaving the industry than ever. A lot of people are getting out of sales. A lot of people are getting out of commission-based environments because the thought of a declining economy really scares them. But again, guys, I'm actually doing very well. I know a ton of other agents that are actually doing very well right now. And it's those of us that are really perfecting our crafts. It's those of us that are spending more money on marketing, having higher quality videos, higher quality marketing behind our listings and our buyers and our company as a whole. We're doing really well because we are standing out ahead of everybody else that's just kind of sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing right now. And this is a huge opportunity for you guys as well, too. You guys can absolutely get out there and win right now if you put a heavy focus on growing your business the right way. Getting by with just, relying on a hot market and a hot economy to carry your business is no longer going to be of value to you. It's no longer going to cut it for you guys anymore to help you guys continue to grow. You need to put a focus on running an actual business, and that is going to mean stepping your game up. That is going to mean putting out the highest quality content that you possibly can. That is going to mean reinvesting a little bit of money into your business. That is going to mean putting in the hours, putting in the work needed to actually get the amount of customers you guys need to scale your business up properly. So again, don't look at a slow economy as a bad thing because there are many people out there that are actually dominating it right now. In my opinion, it's much easier to stand out right now. It's much easier to do very well if you are a person of quality and substance that's out there reinvesting in your business and you are pushing yourself to be 2 to 3 tiers ahead of everybody else in your industry. You're going to stand out. People, the consumers and the buyers, like I mentioned, are looking for quality individuals and quality talent to represent them. The key is you need to make sure that you are one of those quality people. You need to have a very honest conversation with yourself and identify your weak points in your business, identify what areas of opportunity, and also even identify the things that you're really good at so that you can go heavy on focusing on those and scaling them up. But right now, guys, in down markets, this is a great opportunity to set yourself apart. The product's not selling itself. You don't have to have a pulse to sell anything. It actually takes some time, effort, and energy to work that not a lot of people are willing to put into it. But if you are, you have the opportunity to pull ahead of them, because right now in this market where skill and talent and a true professional is what it takes to sell a product, you have that opportunity to be that person and really separate yourself from the crowd. This is the time where you guys want to make sure you're building your brand and you're building your business, and you're taking an opportunity of this right now to stand out from everybody else. Take advantage of it, guys, because there is a ton of opportunity out there. Don't believe what everybody says when they say there's a down economy. It's time to give up, because that's simply not true. It's time to elevate. It's time to push yourselves ahead of everybody else. It's time for you guys to set yourself apart and show why you are better than everybody else. Show why your marketing is better, why your sales is better, why your systems and processes are better, why your product is better, and why your service that you guys are putting out there is top tier compared to everybody else. And you guys will get the business. Even in a slow economy, you guys will take a majority of that market share. So as always, I hope this was helpful for you guys. I always appreciate the comments, likes, and shares. I love to hear some feedback. Feel free to drop that down in the comments section. And again, if you guys are always looking for a private coaching community, I have the Limitless Mindset community. It's $50 a month and it's packed full of value. You can find more details on that at www.blakeclark.com. I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible week. I hope it's packed full. You guys have already laid it out. You got your details all laid out for what you guys are going to get accomplished. You guys have your game plan, your action items, your consistent things that you guys know you need to do to grow your business, and get after it. As always, let's get out there, guys. Let's crush it.